Yeah, we back in this thing. Oh man. Get myself situated. Hold on. Get myself situated. All right, there we go. Pull that down a little bit so I can make sure y'all can hear me and whatnot. Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops, great. Ah, boy. Time has come, huh? J. Cole and finally delivered on that album that he's been talking about since the beginning of time, and we gonna talk about it. But I appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. See it at the bottom of the screen. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Help me take care of the YouTube police. And like I say all the time, the YouTube police is no different than the police pulling up at your house. You got a whole little vibe going on. Couple knocks at the door, police open up. Vibes toe up, right? Same thing. Them likes, them comments, them subscriptions, all that good stuff helps the channel grow, helps the channel look worthwhile to YouTube. Long story short. So for y'all who do that, I appreciate it. If you choose not to, that's cool too. We'll get there. I ask after you get done smoking. Okay? But J. Cole, right? J. Cole. I went an interesting way about dealing with this whole J. Cole thing. Did I listen to the album? Not exactly. Yes and no. But I got a reaction. We're gonna check out. Then I got my input I put in at the end. I'll add my 1-2 throughout the video. But for the most part, my main thoughts is gonna be at the end. Then I got a couple of songs not J. Cole related for y'all to check out, because for what I'm about to say, I better have something to tell you to listen to. We're gonna move this insect. Y'all know I can't record without an insect, but it'd be in the way. But without further ado, don't let me hold y'all up. Let me get to this reaction. But throw the ears on. Throw these ears on. We're gonna get to this reaction. We're gonna smoke. We're gonna talk our ish. Y'all know I gotta talk a certain way for about 3 more minutes. But we're gonna get to it. Also, this is courtesy. I mean, y'all should know about the thumbnail in the description. So you should be already buckled up and ready. And I'm only giving y'all a small tidbit of this reaction because what they've been doing to the homie YouTube channel is bogus. So I really want y'all to, if you over here decide if this is what you want to see or not, and if you really want to see the whole thing, the link will be in the description of the video. Check my man out, because the way they treating the leader right now is like, actually, they treat him the right way, because per the normal in everyday life, we see it in everyday life. The truth is hard to swallow. Pause. So I understand why some people might take offense to this channel, but if somebody decides to take a mirror and hold it up and tell you, look at yourself, if you don't like what you see, it's kind of a you problem. But let's get to the reaction.
J. Cole is ass cheeks, sweaty, musty ass rapper, mildew bars, mildew legacy, a sit down rapper that doesn't stand up. He sits when he tinkles. Y'all saying he got gas. Yeah, and it ages like a fart. It stinks. Y'all say y'all don't.
Yes, that man just said tinkle. Out the gate. To make a grown man saying tinkle, he got to feel some type of way about you. Or you talking to a woman and it's just like some playful, cute shit. You know what I'm saying? But let's proceed.
I don't like Drake pretending to be tough. I don't like Cole pretending that he's deep. He fake deep. He ain't got classics, he got dreams. He has intentions and fake morals. He has a street address. He got a zip code in 2014, and that's about it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda ass rapper. How you have elite flows, epic wordplay, but say absolutely nothing? When he does say something, it's a lie. And where the fuck was Jit at? Why wasn't Jit on the album? He doesn't want to be.
So far, he hitting all the right points. Because you look through that album, one would surmise that for this to be his magnum opus, right? One would think you're going to go out with a bang. So that includes your last opportunity to collab with key artists that mean something to you. For this to be his swan song, right? My first and foremost, before he even got to JID, the man you keep crying about you letting down, where is Nas? We heard you crying about you let this man down all this time, and this is your salute to the game. I'm done, I'm out, and there is no Nas, no Jay-Z, no JID. So no legendary greats, no what people you think could be potential greats up and coming. None of that. None of that. All right. All right.
Be measured. You scared to be put up against another lyricist, but yet overinflates himself. Believes in the version of him that talks, not the one that has to show up. He coleslaw, fake ass salad, a word soup head ass, just constipated. Verbal diarrhea. You said a lot, but you communicated absolutely nothing. A wannabe ass Mr. Morale. Yeah, I'm a hater. I hate you, gang. This album didn't move me. It sedated me, tucked me in, and now this is the nightmare. Matter of fact, where my filter at? Bring the filter back. I want my villain mask back on. All right, let's get serious.
What?
Running is funny because people only call it wisdom after the hallway is empty.
Please do not let nothing this man say go over your head. Because when I say every syllable uttered by Deleted was dead ass accurate. Dead ass accurate. This reaction, this video that Deleted made is the poster child for saying the quiet part out loud. He's literally said the quiet part out loud. Shout out to Deleted.
Before that, it's just fear breathing hard from your soul. It's fear pretending that it has direction. I mean, everybody runs, but not everybody runs from the same thing. Some people run from consequences. Some people run from mirrors. Some people run from silence because silence doesn't debate, it diagnoses. J. Cole runs from moments, not symbolism, not narratives, moments where there's no commentary track, when you don't get to explain who you are after, moments where you stand still and the room decides for you, but not Cole. Cole leaves early, right before the pressure becomes permanent, right before the questions stop being optional. He didn't.
Does that not describe the battle from J. Cole's part? But right after he shot the shot, before the response could even be uttered. My bad. I messed up. I was tripping. That mess with my soul. That whole I'm an everyday man thing. Murals and whatnot. Okay. That don't sound about accurate. Sound about accurate to me though.
Run because he was peaceful. He didn't run because he was mature. He ran because staying would have forced an answer he couldn't revise later. And this isn't about one moment. It's about a pattern repeating itself so cleanly it starts to feel intentional. The exits change, the excuses change, but the movement stays the same. Every time the lights get too bright, he moves. Every time the words he already said come back to be read out loud, he moves. Every time the idea of the best stops being poetic, it starts being measurable, he moves. And that's not his strategy, that's his reflex. This is what happens when somebody builds an identity on being almost tested. When confidence is rehearsed, but
think about that. Think about that. Builds a career on being almost tested. Almost tested. Y'all be hearing the rhymes that J. Cole be letting out his mouth? Pause again. He talked like he done been in the ring with some some heavyweights. Like he done did it all, done seen it all. Prepared for whatever. But what test? Ask yourself this. What test did J. Cole really take? Let's not count college courses.
Pressure is avoided when greatness is spoken, but never sat with long enough to harden. This isn't a breakdown. This is a horrific observation. A man circling the same fear, convinced motion equals safety. A man mistaking distance as evolution. A man running so often he forgets what he was running from in the first place. And the scariest part, running only works until you get to the edge. And then you start running from the fall. And by the time it's over, there won't be anywhere else left to go. J. Cole is the kind of rapper who wants you to feel bad that he made it. He treats fame like something chasing him down an alley, not something he sprinted towards his whole life. He's always out of breath, always explaining, always acting like success just caught him instead of being something he ran drills for. If you hate fame that much, stop running toward the mic. But he doesn't stop. He keeps jogging towards it, but complaining the whole time about how tired he is. He runs towards the spotlight, then runs from the consequences of standing in it. He runs into success, then sprints away from owning it. He runs laps around his own career, talking about how heavy the crown is, but never actually wore it. That's why
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. As much as I don't like Drake, I could at least give him credit for that because he's worn it. I don't like it. I made that clear several times over. I don't like it. But the truth is the truth. When did J. Cole ever wear the crown? How do you get to talk the way you talk all these years? At best, you were a runner-up. That's at best. My mind, you were always number 3 until you did that little weird sucker stuff you did, and back out just killed me. And we gonna get more into that. So how do people explain allowing him to even speak like he's been that dude? I get it. Flow's impeccable. I can't knock that at all. I ain't never really heard too many J. Cole beats that just, oh my God, I had to go crazy over. But they don't be like, oh, like, you ever hear a song? It's fire. It's fire. But you can't all the way dig into the song because the beat or the melody or something is just terrible. J. Cole never did that. And I have to admit, before the throwing of the hands up, I'm out, leave me alone, I was one of everybody else. Giving him that pass. Like, I know he gonna take his shot when it comes. I know he gonna take his shot when it comes. And then the shot came. He took it, but then took it back. For the life of me, I can't get past it. I've tried spinning the block back on some code that I like, and it did not work. It did not work.
everything about him feels performative. The struggle isn't real. The cardio is. He wants sympathy for a race he signed up for. He wants applause for being exhausted. He wants credit for motion without ever standing still long enough to be counted. And the reason he's always running is simple. If he ever stops, he has to sit with the version of himself that chose this. The version that wanted fame, chased it, caught it, and now pretends it's chasing him. So he keeps moving, not forward, not backward, just running from himself, hoping nobody notices. Notices he's been on the same track the entire time. This was never about bars, never about talent. This was about fear, not the loud kind, the quiet kind that crawls up your spine when you realize you're about to be watched without filters. He didn't step back out of love. He didn't retreat out of wisdom. He ran. He ran because for the first time in his career, his pen wasn't going to be praised in hindsight. It was about to be weighed in real time, measured, judged, and even timed. He didn't trust.
Is he hating? I don't think so, but y'all tell me. It's one thing to talk about competition, right? But when it's time to actually compete, there are actual results that we get to calculate and put together and look at. It's like being like a first round draft pick. NBA, NFL, don't matter. We're going to say you top 5, NFL top 5 pick. Hot shot quarterback. We'll do it the easy way. Something easy for everybody to understand. Best prospect since whoever, Peyton Manning, whatever. And it sound good. And you see him practicing and all this other stuff, and it looks amazing in training camp. Everything sounds good. He's training, highlight videos, everything. And then there's the game. Their stats. Passes attempted. Passes completed. Passes batted down. Interceptions. The quarterback has positive stats and negative stats. We got to see. Wait, let me correct myself. We was about to see J. Cole's actual stats. He realized that, said, uh-oh, or do the Scooby-Doo thing, uh-oh, I can't even really do it. I ain't high enough yet. Oh, they gonna see my real stats. Yeah, let me get ahead of this. How it not make sense? You might get to see I throw interceptions. You might get to see I got weak arm strength. I could only throw quick little outs. I can't throw nothing over 30 yards. The accuracy people said I had as a prospect, y'all get to see, ooh, you don't really throw an accurate ball. Ooh. He ain't really got no pocket awareness. Takes a lot of sacks. He had a good pocket. He didn't step into it. If you watch enough football, you'll understand these analogies. If not, my bad. But maybe the leader is right. Maybe the leader is right. We were about to get real time. What is J. Cole? I'm low-key mad we didn't get it. I think we was cheated from the best part of what could have been that battle.
That's what it would say about him. So he bolted, fast, desperate, panicked, like someone sprinting from a mirror after the lights turn on and the reflection doesn't flinch back. Not a villain, not a hero, just a man who slithers between moments and calls it peace. And maybe he foretold this. Maybe he always knew this. The foreshadowing was always there. He's a dreamer that's too afraid to face his own realities. So he dips off, hallucinating his own narratives that his fans allows him to and turns them into his truths. But really, he's only running from the edge. The cruelest part of a fall isn't the landing, it's the pause. The suspended second when you realize you were supposed to stay. He didn't just plan an ending, he baptized it. The fall off was never meant to happen. It was always supposed to be ironic. The irony, a joke whispered ahead of time. A controlled laugh at decline before decline could laugh first.
I'm naming the album The Fall Off. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fall off for me. That shit don't sit right with me.
Damn it, deleted you. Damn it, deleted. This man backed himself into a damn corner. To pre-name your album The Fall Off. And then for things to go the way they went. The year before last. It's been that long now. Like, he don't have a choice. I get what he mean by it was supposed to be ironic. If he do his thing in the battle, he gets to come out of the battle in a different light. I don't have to say the fall off is really, no, it's some fun tongue-in-cheek type. Now, unless the sales become amazing, he kind of drastically got to stand on that, and it's completely his fault. All he had to do was stand on what he said. I'm not even saying necessarily keep going. If your shot was just one shot and that was it, I got that one shot to judge you by because of the goofy shit that J. Cole did and took it back. That work don't qualify. That work is disqualified from the tournament. He said it. God damn it, delete it.
My spirit, that shit make me feel.
I fell off, but read the subtext and survived it. Still relevant, still sacred, still untouchable. The title alone was supposed to mock the idea of failure, not invited inside. And that's where the escape becomes the identity, because the repetition will tell the truth. And the pattern obviously becomes intentional. The smile can only linger for so long because he named it long before the door creaked open, before the pressure, before the test, before the moment that demanded he stop narrating greatness and stand on it. He didn't fall because the culture forgot him. He fell because when the culture finally leaned in close, he left the room. That exit didn't rewrite the story. It embalmed it. That's what running from the fall really is. The beef wasn't chaos. It wasn't noise. It wasn't distraction. It was his final threshold between being admired and being undeniable. Not a trap. It was a trial. And instead of letting the drop carve him into something permanent, instead of risking the meaning behind the title, he opted out. That choice didn't preserve the album. It poisoned it, because now the fall off doesn't sound ironic. It sounds very accurate. A title meant to laugh at irrelevance became a timestamp for when momentum stopped answering back. He spent years sharpening the blade, warning the room, selling readiness like it's prophecy.
You niggas might be L, or you might be Kane, or you might be Slick Rick with 19 chains, or you might be Drizzy Drake or Kendrick Lamar. But check the birth date, nigga. You ain't the guy. Nigga, Cole the guy.
Then destiny arrived unannounced, and the exit happened so fast that the myth didn't have time to bleed. That's why this fall feels wrong. A fall requires courage. It requires staying long enough for gravity to finish the sentence. It means trusting that even the impact will matter. You see, what happened wasn't a fall at all. It was a retreat. And no amount of long-term planning saves you from that contradiction. You don't spend a decade rehearsing decline as art and then scream when it steps out of the dark. The beef didn't end him.
See what I mean when I said, hey, damn.
It ended the illusion that he couldn't be touched, not because he lost, but because he refused to be measured when the ruler finally slid across the table. Greatness isn't winning every time. It's being present when the outcome isn't safe. He had the bars, he had the respect, he had the moment. And instead of letting the drop shape him, he stepped back from the edge. He hesitated, he turned around. And that's why the moment didn't crash. It evaporated quietly, like a crowd realizing the headliner already slipped out of the side door. The fall off is here, and people are already bracing for it, like it's supposed to mean something final, as if the title alone absolves everything. The bars will be there. It might even sound great. It could be one of the hardest albums he's ever made, and it still won't matter, because no matter how polished it is, it will never be a heavyweight album. Not because of the music, but because of the way he arrived at it. You don't get to.
What y'all think so far? Like, it's mixed results from what we hear right now, right? Or more or less, it's the first disc that was cool, the second disc that was like, what the you doing? But honestly, if it came out to be truly like a greatness level album, would we all not still have that what if moment? Like that, there's an empty spot. He created it all on his own. He did once he shot his shot. Like could Michael Jordan be Michael Jordan without the championships? All the regular season success there. But no playoff nothing. No playoff nothing.
Spend years preaching virtue, crowning yourself the best, positioning yourself above the mess, then sprint away from the one moment that would have given those words weight. After that, every bar hits different. Every claim sounds hollow. Every moment of confidence reads like compensation. It doesn't feel triumphant. It feels sad. It feels miserable. Because now when he says I'm the best, it doesn't sound like belief. It sounds like reassurance. Like he's trying to convince himself after the fact. If he had never moralized, if he had never postured, if he had never built his identity around being above it all, none of this would even matter. But that's all he does. That's all he's ever done. And here's the deeper problem. He's been running for so long, he doesn't even recognize the direction anymore. Running from accountability, running from identity, running from stillness. So much running that he starts tripping over the footprints of the very people he's obsessed with surpassing. He says he's his own man, but look closer. The poses shift. The aesthetics drift and the titles echo. Birthday Blizzard doesn't sound like an invention. It sounds like an imitation dressed up as coincidence. Birthday was important for Kendrick Lamar's GNX. 1987 was the year that GNX was created. The one model, the hidden message. Blizzard.
Man, I never paid attention to that. Man.
Sounds like another word for Iceman. Drake, his alter ego. That's what happens when someone loses their center. They stop becoming themselves and start orbiting what they envy. Cole doesn't just admire
the homie
them.
in the middle.
He studies them, mirrors them, chases them, but then pretends he's above the comparison while recreating it beat by beat. He wants to outdo.
Wow. I never thought about that, yo. Yeah, did y'all pick up that name title from the little mixtape junk? Get out of here with that, bro. That's whack. That's whack. Now, with all that being said, I had to find a way to I knew for sure I didn't want to listen to the whole album. I wanted something to make me listen to the album. So I figured the combination of audio and visual would sell whatever I listened to enough to maybe it'll artificially make me listen to the whole album. I was smoking, call it a high thought. That's the plan I came up with. So what I do? That 2-6 record, I listened to it. Watched the video. That's how I took it in. I watched the video at least 4 or 5 times. Like, first time I watched it, first or second time I watched it, like back, just watched it the whole time, went back, watched it again. I left it alone for a minute, came back a couple hours later. I watched it, but it wasn't a straight watch through. It was like a pause, rewind, because I'm trying to let the aesthetics of the video sell me the track. And it did, and it didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm still basically stuck. Like, when you watch the video, I always got a soft spot for videos that just take you back to whoever hood it is. Be it like that Memphis culture, where you get to see that Houston, LA, Detroit, Chicago, every place that has a culture to it. When you have somebody from there to tell that story, I'm always going to try to tune in to it. So it drew me. I'm like, oh, this is one of them hood joints. Back. And then Cole started talking. Cole started rapping. And it wasn't like he was rapping terrible. He was rapping just as good as J. Cole always does. Like, I cannot, and y'all can call me prisoner of the moment, but those are supposed to be the moments that matter. I couldn't look past it. It was the lines. I'm going to tell you, look, it's a couple of lines that I did homework. Don't believe, what was it? Don't believe, call your favorite rapper line for the evidence. That's not a line he allowed to say no more. He lost privileges when he stepped out. I think that's what everybody's confused on. He lost something, whether y'all realize it or not, the moment he bowed out. One of them was the privilege to say lines like that. For one, you don't know who everybody's favorite rapper is. And you can't say you better than nobody because you're not willing to prove it. Which is why you say things the vague way you say them. And for the record, my favorite rapper is DJ Quick. You ain't got the heart to go against that. You should look at where that man from for you. And that's my favorite rapper. Hey, everybody put your favorite rapper. If you made it this far, this is how I know you made it this far in the video. Put your favorite rapper in the comment. And we'll have a whole discussion. Oh, if your favorite rapper versus J. Cole, how that would turn out. That'd be dope because that'd give me a different conversation with everybody. Unless everybody like the same cat, which I would find creepy. I'm stepping on these niggas cheerfully. It's a line that you don't get to say no more. I'm not trying to be redundant. I'm just trying to show you it's a repeated pattern, and no matter what you listen to from J. Cole, it's gonna lead me back to, I can't believe what you said, man. You not gonna do nothing, bro. Like, this one killed me. This one killed me. And then I got some new music I'm gonna tell you about real quick. This one killed me. I'm the future rap shit nigga. Fuck everything I did in the past. I bet you hope that's the truth, buddy. You don't want us to remember your past at all, because that means we don't remember that moment. So I guess that does kind of make sense for you to ask that. Oh, one more. I got one more. Then I got some music you should check out. This is a personal one for me because I'm a biker. And this is technically a name of a biker club. And I just don't, so therefore I don't like the line. Outcast, but I was never cast out. I got the reference. Shout out to Outcast, cool folks. You made yourself an outcast. And that's the continued weird crap. Like, it's complaining, it's reckless complaining about something you caused yourself. And reckless is not, I can't even think of the word I really want to say. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about J. Cole. And check out Deleted. Definitely check out Deleted. Before y'all go, I do got some music I think everybody should check out, right? Because if I'm gonna tell you not to listen to what's the new current album out, whatever, I should offer something. Stove God Cooks. Welcome to My Garden. Not a disappointment. Definitely worth checking. Want something different, little tempo, something, because I know sometimes we all don't see when new music come out. And I think that's one of the suckiest thing about the way music is now, is you used to always know what came out. And now, unless you in somebody's social media heavy to know everything about them, you just, like, you're not gonna know. Don Toliver and Yeat, Rendezvous. It's a whole video. It's dope. It's dope. The Baby. Be More Grateful. Got a whole album. Be More Grateful. If you're looking for a rapper that's gonna talk like he that dude, and probably willing to stand on whatever he got to do it, The Baby. I'd be wanting The Baby to, like, I don't know what, it's something missing that'll take him from, we know he can rap and he gonna put, like, he, at least from what we see, got that extra cultural layer that seems to be missing from a J. Cole and definitely a Drake. I don't know. It's just something, because I think he's just too dope. His flow too nice to be where he at. So you can check that out. Oh, IDK. That whole mix joint. Out the park. Now, Life for a Life been out for a month. Almost a month. I listen to it at least 3 times a day. That's might be the hottest joint out to me. But don't skip the Black Thought. Don't skip got one called P.O. Black Thought. It's Black Thought, so I shouldn't have to say too much about it because it's fucking Black Thought. That's kind of what's my rotation being, and going back to some. I'm still bumping Alfredo too. I'm still bumping a little bit of GNMX, not much no more. That guy sort of out still in there. Alfredo 2 might be in there the most. Look, I got a little bit of Wiz going on, new Wiz that just came out. Currency been dropping something like once or twice a month for like a minute. So it's always some hot new fresh currency out. But again, make sure y'all go check out Deleted because they playing with his channel and it's not really cool. Give him a holler, let him know you came from over here at Kush Equilibrium, OTG media type thing. And it's all too good. But to the next time, I appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. Please, please like, comment, subscribe if you feel the need. If you high enough to do it, feel good enough to do it. If not, you know what I'm saying? We'll work on it next time, you know. Until then.